Hello and welcome to another edition of Stuff New Agers Believe with your mostly agnostic host Darren, here to talk about psychography and channeling, both of which involve downloading messages from other supposedly higher realms. Also known as automatic writing and spirit writing, psychography goes back thousands of years in China. In the West, it showed up famously in the work of John Dee and Edward Kelly, two 16th century occultists who communicated with angels and downloaded an entire language called Enochian. Other famous psychographers included William Butler Yeats' wife Georgia Hyde Lees, English magician Aleister Crowley, Joseph Smith, the founder of Mormonism, and French surrealist André Breton. The person most responsible for popularizing the term and the practice channeling is the American psychic Edgar Cayce. Cayce was also called the sleeping psychic because he was known for healing people remotely by entering into a sleep-like trance. Reportedly, many people were cured by Cayce, although there were also accounts of him offering treatments to people after they had died. Then we have Helen Schucman, who claimed to have received dictation directly from Christ in her writing of A Course in Miracles, which some people have called the New Age Bible. That said, another text that I've already mentioned called the Seth Material was also supposedly channeled, and that has also been called the New Age Bible. Another famous channeler is the conspiracy theorist David Icke, who actually at one point claimed to be Christ, whereas Donald Neil Walsh supposedly spoke with God directly in his Conversations with God, released in 1995. These days, it's hard to find any New Age influencer or would-be guru who doesn't do the channeling thing. Among them is J.Z. Knight, who claims to channel an entity called Ramtha, who lived 35,000 years ago in Lemuria and headed up an army of 2.5 million soldiers, even though at the time Earth's population was less than half that number. Additionally, some of the teachings of this unbelievably ancient and supposedly very wise entity called Ramtha include the following. In regard to the Jews, Ramtha has said, "Fuck God's chosen people. I think they have earned enough cash to pay their way out of the goddamn gas chambers by now." And has also made comments about Mexicans breeding like rabbits and being poisoned, and gay men being former Catholic priests, and HIV being a punishment for homosexuality. Not surprisingly, during the pandemic, J.Z. Knight aligned herself with QAnon. Most of J.Z. Knight's teachings, by the way, are delivered from the comfort of her 13,000 square foot mansion. Given the example of J.Z. Knight, and unfortunately there are many others, it's hard to take seriously the New Age idea that all spiritual entities are more evolved than flesh and blood humans. But what do you think?